Hey guys, it's Cracker Freddy back playing a little bit more of the Star Wars Battlefront beta. Now in my previous video I showed you one of the two available game modes that came out with the beta. The previous one was called Walker Assault. You can see that playing down the bottom left hand corner of the screen there. So if you didn't catch that video, please do go and check that one out. I give a nice good review of what I thought of the beta and everything like that. But what I didn't touch on was this game mode. You can see here, this is called Drop Zone. And one of the other things I'm using now is the DH-17. So in the previous video, I actually went on to explain that the DH-17 was a really good gun in close combat, close sort of quarters fighting, but it was no good for the Walker Assault game mode. So I actually used the A280C. But now that I'm back playing Drop Zone, yes, got the DH-17 on, and it is actually a really good gun, provided you don't have to shoot it over too much distance. The best thing about this game mode though is the fact that you don't often find yourself having to shoot over such a large distance. There are opportunities if you want to do a bit of sniping, but see here, I decided not to shoot, give my position away, get a little bit closer, nailed him and was able to follow up with that guy as well. Now if you actually downloaded the beta for yourself, you obviously probably had a look through all the menus and understand how all the upgrade system works, but if you didn't have a go at the beta, or maybe it wasn't on your radar just yet, but you're now sort of deciding that it might be something you want to look into, I thought I might take this opportunity to explain how everything works. You can see I've got my 3 cards over the left there, so I'm going to go in and have a bit of a look at this. So you can see I've already unlocked 3 of the possible 7 cards available in the beta. So there's the ion grenade here, and you'll notice that even though I have unlocked it in terms of my rank, you still have to buy it with in-game credits. I've got 1485 there. So I might just pick that one up now, purchase that one. Now you can actually reshuffle it in your deck, so you'll see to the left there's your hand. You can go to your hand, that's where everything's stacked up. But that's essentially how the cards work. Now once you go into here, there was only 4 rifles available. That's where you can see the DH-17, of course, is the one I end up choosing for this game mode. Now there is no squad setup in Battlefront, but you do get paired up with a single buddy you can spawn off, although I do recommend against it. As you can see there, there's just not the peripheral vision around him. You're too close, too zoomed into the man. You just can't see what's going on around him, and as you can see there, I spawned off him. I was instantly getting shot in the back, so it's probably something I would steer clear of. Maybe if they zoom the camera back, it could be something that would be useful again. So it's probably time to sum up my overall thoughts on how I thought the beta went. Obviously the game is not too far away now, but of the 2 game modes I have to say that Drop Zone was my favourite of the 2. Walker Assault was very good and it was nice to play in the big open maps, but it had balancing issues, which they have actually now come out on Twitter. I think one of the marketing managers came out on Twitter and admitted that it wasn't very well balanced for the beta, which is fine as long as they fix that for the main game, and I'm not going to hold that against them. Spawns was also an issue in that game mode. Spawn camping unfortunately was a thing. Once they figured out where they had to stand and watch people spawn in, unfortunately I was the victim a few times of just not really even being able to spawn in, which was a shame. This game mode is much better. There isn't the balancing issues, but there is still pretty massive issues surrounding the spawns, which I hope are fixed up by the final game, because people just spawn willy-nilly. I had people spawn right in front of me and you shoot them straight away, and I think just coming up here in this video, I'm not 100% sure, but I have a feeling that the guy who just shot me has only just kind of spawned in behind me, and that happened quite a lot. That may not have been the best example, but I actually had a few where I was right out on the coast and there was just no way someone could have run behind me. They were there, they shot me, so I've almost got no doubt that they in fact had just spawned in behind me, which is a shame. Something that really needs to be addressed, because it's going to impact on the overall product if they don't fix it. Now if you're a bit like me and you've often found yourself wondering that when they release these betas so close to the actual release date of the game itself, if you've ever wondered if that's more about clever marketing than it is about actual beta testing and fixing any bugs, then wonder no more, because I think it's probably worked on me, if I'm fair. This game was never on my radar. I'm not a Star Wars fan, I never have been. Not that I dislike it, I just never really got into it. Yeah, the game was never on my radar, but everyone was playing it. It's a free beta, I picked it up, and the reality is I'm probably going to find myself buying this game now. I'm going to wrap this up there though, so thank you for watching. Remember to give the video a like, hit subscribe if you haven't, and of course share it around with your friends. It only takes you a second and it actually means quite a lot to me, so thanks very much for watching guys, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.